It's the college football world's favorite big cousin, Tater Too What? Too Real. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about why I believe Mike Norvell is a dead man walking in 2026. Yeah, I said it. Mike Norvell is a dead man walking in 2026. Stay tuned. Man, life can come at you fast. 1 minute you can be on the top floor, and then the next minute you can be in the basement. That statement could not be any more true and fitting, especially if you're head coach Mike Norvell. Fresh off a 5-7 season, with a combined record of 38 wins and 34 losses, Mike Norvell needs a playoff appearance this season, in my opinion, year 7, to keep his job. Because when you look at Mike Norvell's 6 seasons so far at Florida State, he only had 2 winning years. The first being in 2022 when Florida State went 10-3, and the second is the infamous Jordan Travis year where Florida State went 13-0, and the College Football Playoff Committee kept Florida State out of the playoffs because Jordan Travis got hurt. So besides those 2 seasons, Florida State had 4 seasons under him where they didn't even make a bowl game. And my biggest concern about this roster and the climb and Mike Norvell and all of that is his roster construction. He built so much of his roster through the transfer portal. That is good if you can hit on those players, but if you don't, you're going to have a revolving door of players every year transferring in and transferring out, and it's just extremely hard to win that way. You're supposed to use the transfer portal to supplement your roster, not build your roster. So when you look at teams like Florida State, when you look at teams like Colorado, and I can name more, that's why they're struggling, because they're relying so much on transfer portal players instead of high school players. But Tater Too Real, what about Indiana? They have a lot of transfers. But guys, Indiana led the country last year with the most players over the age of 22. They had players out there that was 23, 24, and it's easier to win that way because those players are a lot more physical, they're a lot more mature, and they played a lot of football. So that situation is totally different than going out there and just getting players from all these random schools and trying to build a team each and every year differently. So I think that is a huge factor as to why Mike Norvell has not had the success that he's wanted at Florida State. Yeah, I'm sure he can hit lightning in a bottle again, but the reason why he had those 2 winning seasons, because he hit on quarterback. He got a Jordan Travis. And that's one thing that he also struggled with, is developing the right quarterback. So you have those 2 factors. And then offensive coordinator Gus Malzahn quit right after the season. So not only are you losing your offensive coordinator, who is one of the best offensive minds in all of college football, you got to replace him with a new guy, with new players. You got a new quarterback coming in Ashton Daniels. He's competing right now with Sperry. You're going to rely on freshman receivers, J-Rod, Devin Carter, a retooled defense, a retooled offensive line. I just don't see Florida State having no success this season. Hell, I would be shocked if they even make a bowl game. Because if you ask me right here, right now, are they going to beat Alabama? No. Are they going to beat Miami? No. Are they going to beat Florida, who is much improved? No. Are they going to beat Clemson? No. Are they going to beat NC State? No. And are they going to beat SMU? No. So, I mean, there's at least 6 teams right now that I would not bet Florida State to beat in 2026. So Florida State fans, I know a lot of you want Mike Norvell to get fired anyway, so you're going to get your wish after this season. Mike Norvell will not survive after the 2026 season. They wanted to fire him last year, but they wanted that buyout price to drop a little bit so they can go out and get another coach. And some coaches that are sticking out to me as of right here, right now, today, a lot of people may not know about this guy, but Lance Taylor, the head coach at Western Michigan, is going to be a big commodity after this upcoming season. Mark my words, Lance Taylor is the next coaching star in college football. I think he's going to be a guy they're going to look at. I think if Deion Sanders can have a successful season at Colorado and prove that he's ready for a big job like that, he will probably be the #1 target, in my opinion. If you put Deion Sanders back at his home alma mater school, Florida State, man, he's going to do work in recruiting. He's going to get a lot of the top players in the state of Florida. That's just my opinion. So Guys, I'm here to tell you, Mike Norvell would not make it out of 2026. You let me know what you think. Florida State is going to go 5-7, 6-6, and he's going to be done. This is your favorite big cousin Tater. To what? Too real. Holla.